And to
That's
be honest, it's crazy that I'm doing this because growing up, I used to be terrified of public speaking. Like when a teacher called on you, like, Rashad, it's time for you to come up in front of class and speak and read this. Boy, I used to be sweating. Voice be like, bro, like, and it's just crazy because I don't know. It's to me, bro. Like that's why I'm proud of myself because I get to points where I just don't care about people's opinions or perception.
What are you thinking? Yeah. What are you thinking? Yeah. If you wanna know my thoughts, open your ears when I talk. Yeah. What are you thinking? Hey. What are you thinking? Hey. If you wanna know my thoughts, open your ears when I talk. Yeah.
Yo, what's good, my brother?
what up, bro? How you been?
How you doing, man? I'm doing all right. You can hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you pretty good, bro. I can hear you loud and clear, actually.
That's what's up. Well, I got a new ring light. I'm feeling good about myself.
You're shining, boy. You're shining. You're looking good over there, Kojak.
Got updated to the 21st century, boy. We booming now.
Hey, once you see your brightness, ain't no turning back now.
Yeah, like we talked about audio and lighting.
And lighting.
Audio and lighting.
Listen,
Yeah.
I went to my first TV like interview, and it was all Spanish, and I was just looking at the studio, and I'm looking at the lights and the 4 cameras.
I see you was on that.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, you on Telemundo?
I was on the local TV station here, so
That's it.
they can't ask your boy some questions. You know my Spanish up to par. Yo hablo con alguien, si quiere habla conmigo en español, vamos, nos hablamos, vamos.
I ain't gonna lie, you was looking kind of comfortable up there with man. How old man? When you become bilingual?
What's up, guys? I just dropped my new ebook, 6 Must-Have Steps to Be an Overseas Basketball Player. You know, I've been playing for the last 9 years. I got all the steps and the traits that you need to start your journey with networking, with getting a mentor, all the things that you need to start your journey to be a protege. So go get that ebook, click the link in the bio, and make sure you get your steps to being that overseas pro one day. Let's go.
Like,
Boy, I've been on it.
really,
I've been on it. I'm going
I
on my
know
third.
I know you've been on it for. Yeah, I'm about to say I know you've been on it for a while now, but yeah, just to like hear you speaking fluently now, I'm like, what? All right, I see. I see you
Man.
spending your time wisely as an
Yeah,
overseas
bro.
hooper, man.
That's why I'm learning my third right now. I'm trying to learn that French right now, and then I'm gonna double back and become like fully fluent in Spanish because like I know it, but I want to know everything. I don't want to know. I want to know at least 95%. So
It's crazy you say you learning French because I learned French like started learning back in 2016 when I was in Luxembourg because out there they spoke like 5 different languages. They spoke English, Dutch, French, German, and Luxembourgish. Yeah, so
that's a word.
I
That's a
was in
language.
like
Luxembourgish.
it's a real language, Luxembourgish. Shout out to everybody in Luxembourg, baby. We spent 3 seasons out there, but yeah, I was like, if they can speak 5 different languages. I know I'm smart enough to at least speak
Right.
another different language.
Right. You can
I
get your
learned
couple
French
under
for
your
a little
belt.
bit. Yeah, went out to France, shot to France. But yeah, gotta pick it back up.
Man, let's get it straight into it, man. We didn't start the intro, but we didn't really do the intro. I'm still
Oh, let's
just
do your intro. Then. Do your intro, and then I'm gonna do mine, man. We gonna keep it raw and uncut. Hey, let's go.
what's good, everybody. Welcome back to the Arnold's Thoughts Podcast. It's your boy Arnold, man. You know where we talk overseas basketball every single day. Every single day. I got my brother with me, man. I'm gonna let him go ahead and do his drop real quick.
Well, I'm glad you got the lingo good. Communication, man.
I'm adjusted. I'm already
Yeah.
adjusted.
Welcome to the Tap Show Live Podcast, episode 21. We got my brother Arnold Starks 3-4 in the building. Gonna have a great show for you guys today, man. Let's get into it.
This episode of Arnold's Thoughts Podcast was brought to you by Bold Claims Apparel. Bold Claims. It's not just a statement, it's a lifestyle. Make sure you check the link in the bio and shop all of our latest apparel today. Back to the episode. Let's get into it. First, man, the first thing I really wanted to get into is a mental check. Feel me? We moving. We doing this. We doing that. When the last time you check your mental? You feel me? So before we even get it started, we gotta have that mental check. It just no matter where you at, what part of your life, gotta stop real quick to just check your mental before anything.
100%, bro.
You know. So I ask you, bro, how is your mental right now?
Oh, it's been good, man. Like always see the big picture, and I always take the small things and like amplify them because salute to my mom, salute to my grandma. That's how I was raised. You know what I mean? Like they would appreciate the small things, appreciate what you have and not what you want, and recognize the things that you want versus the things you need. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? So on that aspect of life, I'm good. But this basketball season, man, it has been very, very tough on my mental. I will say that to say the least, bro. It's like I don't know, Manny Pacquiao going up against Mike Tyson, bro. You know what I mean? Like
Oh,
Pacquiao's a tough fighter. He can anybody in his weight class, he bound to win. You know what I
so
mean?
you feel like you're
Probably
out of
said
your
it
weight
before.
class right now? You're
Pretty much, bro.
you
I
fighting?
mean, I've been here before,
Uh
but it's a
huh.
tough year, bro. I've been here several times before, but just it's been a tough journey this year, and like I'm still I'm still doing good, individually, but at this point in my career, I don't care about individual stats. I don't care about individual achievements. Like I
Right.
really want to have team success and championships to my name.
That that is so accurate because as you say that, I was thinking of my young point guard, and they so focus on individuals that they don't even realize the overall goal is to win a championship. Like when you sacrifice,
Mm,
like I know I'm the best player on the team, but I'm sacrificing
hmm
my scoring to rotate the ball one extra time, something, because
hmm
I understand the ultimate goal is to be or go for a championship and win it. And I was talking to him last night. He invited me to a little barbecue. I was like, you know what? In this point in time, because we're getting closer to playoffs, we do need to be closer. So I went over there and I'm chopping it up with him. And I say, man, this is something you need to listen to right now because you're young, you got skill, but you got to understand that not everybody gonna be your friend. Not everybody you
hmm
can be friends with. You need to increase your friends. They got to be on a high level. I only
Yeah.
talk to my friends about championships and MVPs and dominating the league. I can't be talking to my homeboy who averaging 10 points and 12 rebounds. I mean, 6 rebounds. Hey man, we talk greatness over here, so you got to be on that tier level. So everybody you can't
For
be
sure.
friends with, and that's real game for real, for real. You
Yeah,
know,
as life go on, your circle gonna get smaller and smaller, and that just kind of comes with life and just maturing as a person. You know what I mean? You gotta surround yourself around greatness if you want to be great. Pretty much like you just said, and there's really nothing wrong with that. And for a lot of people, some people struggle with it because it's like you detaching yourself from other people that you might have been close with, but sometimes just you gotta hang around winners if you want to be a winner.
gotta be around winners, man. That's just well, since you went, I'll do my mental check real quick. You remember that J. Cole song? You got me losing my balance. Remember that song?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I felt, I don't
Shout
know.
out to J. Cole, man. He gonna see this podcast one
He
day.
gonna
Go
see
ahead,
it,
man.
bro, because we big advocates. Shout out to you for put me on J. Cole. Shout out to you for put me on J. Cole
Man,
because ever since then, ooh, he might be Mount Rushmore for me, man. Cole is just
man,
too
I
fire,
salute J.
man.
Cole, bro. The longevity and the body of work, bro. Salute J. Cole, and yeah, I knew it from when I first heard him. He was gonna be the one
You
for
put
real.
me on. You definitely put me on. It also feel good to be ahead of the game. First we was on them, nobody was bumping them, and then a couple months later, the whole campus on them, man. Whatever, man. Shout out to J.
Mm,
Cole. Hey,
yeah.
man. So we getting into it. Some of your top moments of your career. If you
Yes,
just think
sir.
back, any situation, it could have been like a team situation. It could have been something personal. It could have been a
Mm.
milestone. What's one of the top moments of your career?
Man, I got so many career milestones, bro. It's like I remember just uh, when we talked about this topic, I was just thinking back to like just so many flashed in my head right away. and it was just really hard to narrow it down to just like really three. But you know, before I say my first one, I'm just really just thankful to experience all those great moments because a lot of people, they list is short to, what to choose from,
Shoot,
or
right.
like they don't really have too many milestones they can really speak about. But I got so many, man. I'm just fortunate and blessed. But number one, man, the best milestone or best achievement or best thing that happened to me as a pro was just becoming a father.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like that, being a dad is the best thing I've ever experienced in life. It's a rewarding responsibility. Um, I love my son. He's a breath of fresh air, bro. It's like giving a new meaning to my life, especially when, what I mean, we all go through hardships and adversity. And 2 years prior to my son being born, I lost my mom. So,
Mm-hmm.
and she was like a real strong force for my life. She was like my backbone. She was my wisdom. She was my everything. So losing her and then gaining my son just brought new meaning to life, brought me to life. And yeah, man, like I said, like that's why you asked me how my mental was in the beginning. Like
Right.
mentally off the court, I'm great, man, because my son.
Mm-hmm.
It's no reason to be sad. Like every day, I'm gonna be positive. I'm gonna be happy because I'm a proud father. You know what I mean? And raising him and seeing him grow day by day is an amazing experience, bro. And I wouldn't trade that in the world, nothing. Wouldn't trade that in the world for nothing. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. I say number one for sure is becoming a father.
I was actually thinking, it's crazy that you answered that and you said your son as the first topic that we are talking about because I was sitting there thinking earlier after we got off the phone and was setting up the interview. I was like,
Mm.
Rashad's son is probably one of the most beautiful people I've ever seen on this planet. And if there is no other person, I would be so glad to say, man, you
Thank you,
deserve
bro.
a son
Thank
as
you.
beautiful as your son, bro.
Likewise, man. You got a beautiful
Hundred
daughter, man.
percent, bro.
Likewise, bro.
100%, bro. I
Yeah.
really was
So we
like,
both
man.
blessed.
I was really like, man. I thank God that my man got a beautiful kid like that, bro. Like 100%. Nope, hands down. Kenzie is
Yes, man.
beautiful, bro.
I love my son, bro.
And
Like
I'd
I
be like,
say, he a
that's
brother.
Rashad.
Bro, I got lucky, man. August 16th, 2020, man. Got blessed with a beautiful human being, young man. Just, bro, he just pure positive energy, man.
I
Real
bet.
talk.
I
Real talk.
bet, bro.
Yeah.
I bet.
What about you, though, man? What's been one of your uh, top moments of you playing basketball overseas?
Shoot, since we going there, we didn't take it sentimental. I was finna take it to some hoops, but one of
Hey,
my
hey, take it anyway. Go ahead, though. My bad, man. My
no,
bad.
one of my best moments overseas. I'll take it to the hoops. I guess it would be when I won my third championship in my first year in Chile. It would definitely be my first year in Chile because I
Mm,
was already coming off of two, and
mm,
I was in the situation and thinking like, man, I shouldn't be here, man. I'm too good for this situation. But my coach at the time, shout out to my coach, Manu Cordoba, and he said, whatever stage you on, that's the best stage. And that
mm,
minute, I locked in. Like I was just tunnel vision on the season. Didn't care about the money I was making at the time or where I think I should be. That was the
mm,
moment I was supposed to be in, and I was locked in right there. And after that, that's when I had probably, it would have to be the best year statistically overall in my career, hands down.
mm,
I won. I broke the scoring record that year for the most points in the
mm,
game. I broke the rebound record for the most rebounds in the game. It was either a
mm,
regular game or a playoff game, but I had like 29. I
mm.
won Forward of the Year, Finals MVP, Import of the Year, and
Everything.
Defensive Player of the Year.
Damn. Yeah.
Like,
They ain't need no statue. You need the statue next,
bro,
bro.
every time I go over there, I be like, y'all need to give me a statue. Y'all playing. I'm
Damn.
really serious. I'm like, y'all really don't. y'all really just took me for granted. Y'all really don't understand like what I really done in this country, because it's like my game is just so I just get things done. It's not flashy. So when a
Mm,
guy comes and he hoops and it looks pretty, shoot a lot of threes, you know what I mean, cross it.
mm-hmm,
I'm finna get you 20 and 10 every single night. Gonna play
mm,
defense. I'm gonna rebound, and we gonna win.
mm.
That's it. It's not pretty to everybody.
That, that's all you can ask for, really, to be honest with you.
I'm like, how do I go against the grain? That's gotten me
Mm,
7 championships. I'm not changing that for nobody. I'm not changing that. And that year, I did not shoot the three. I
mm.
didn't shoot the three at all that whole season. I probably took 5 threes the entire season. So top.
Hold on 1 second. Let me close this window.
All right.
All right, my bad. Let me get back to being a professional, man. My bad.
But nah, that was definitely one of the top moments of my career, because I really don't see how I can get. I should say it's going to be fun to break that season. Since I was set the
Yeah.
bar there, the only thing is to surpass that. What can I do to surpass that? So that's what
Mm,
I'll be thinking at this moment. But yeah, that was definitely a top moment for me.
yeah. Another top moment for me, I say, is just it's kind of on a hoop level for me too. But like just taking being able to play on 6 continents on this earth, bro. Like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think we talked about it like on a previous podcast, but we talked about having the ability to travel because of basketball is such a beautiful blessing and like
Correct.
such a great opportunity because you don't really know the power of traveling until you actually do it, and
It's slept
especially
on.
to
It's really
different,
slept on. They don't really understand it for
very
real.
very slept on. And it's one thing traveling within your own country, but it's another thing traveling to different countries and different continents and seeing how people live in, how people coexist in, like the stuff that's news in they society. You know what I mean? And it's like I don't know, it just opened your mind to a whole nother world. But yeah, man, like of course I'm American. We started out in North America, played in England, cross out Europe, and then where else I went from there? I went to Australia.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Somebody commented on that
Crossed that out.
Australia when I posted something about us in Australia. Somebody was like, "It's like
Oh
that
yeah,
for real." I'm like, "Yeah, it sure
man.
is."
Australia is lit. I was not downplaying anything on the last podcast. Go out to Australia,
Man, that's an
but yeah,
experience being
then
out there.
it is. And then I got a deal to play in Uruguay, so cross out South America. You
Is
know what I
that the only
mean?
place you played in
And
South America?
that's the only place I played in South America.
I remember
But
that.
that's yeah, yeah. It was a quick little stint. It was
I
fun
remember
actually.
that.
It was like 5 games, but it was just like
It
crazy, bro.
cutthroat out
Like
there, bro.
it was cutthroat, bro. It was wild, bro. I was like,
You know what I
I don't
remember? I
know.
remember in this moment when you was talking about that situation, and I was like, once you lost a couple games, I was really
Yeah,
finna
bro.
tell you like, hey, bro, you gotta tighten up. They don't play out there.
Yeah, yeah. I about to say they don't.
Cause you
They
was
don't.
just,
Nah.
oh man, we losing. I'm like, you might want to get a little more anxious about it, because they don't play
Yeah,
about that losing. You gonna get. I seen a team go through 10
I see.
players. 10.
I see. And I ain't been in South America ever since.
Shot in
But
the
like,
first 3 months.
yeah. But no, you know what's crazy? Only reason I think I made it past 2 games because I kind of felt the heat after the first loss. But really, I was putting up numbers. I was hooping out there.
Uh-huh.
It was just we couldn't get the wins. I was getting like 20 and 10s and stuff like that. And I thought it was a good league. Like it was weird because the gym we practiced at ain't had like the roof all the way connected. And I heard other people who hooped in Uruguay said the same thing. Like, I don't know. It was cold out there. It was
Cold.
wintertime
It's
in South
cold.
America, bro. And I'm talking about we wearing coats and jackets to practice because ain't no like heat
He
in the building. Because like I said, the roof was like wasn't connected all the way to the building, so it's like a gap, and then there's the ceiling. And it's like it's hard to explain, but
I know
yeah,
exactly
bro,
what you're talking about, bro. I've been there.
it's cold as I don't know what in there. I can't feel the ball. My head is smoking. Like, bro, what type of environment am I in?
Bro,
I ain't never been back to South America,
can we
but I
talk
was on one
about
of
that?
them.
I don't think people understand.
Yeah,
Like, I think being in the crib in the United States, you forget. Like, you playing in so many jams with
man.
heat. You ain't
We are
been.
spoiled in the states. We are spoiled. It's some. That's why I'm getting at with this whole hooping in across the different countries and continents. Hold on, one last part. So yeah, I was in South America. That's 4 countries. Then I got a deal to play in Saudi Arabia, and technically that's Asia. You know what I mean? So that's 5 continents. Then just a couple years ago, 2021, I was out in Tunisia, in
Mm.
Northern Africa. So that's just a beautiful thing. And like you said, fast forward to what we just said, the infrastructure, man. Honestly, we so blessed, lucky, and spoiled in America
Oh man.
because some of these countries and continents around the world, they got like bumps all in the court. It's uneven. The
One court
basketball,
high, bent up. The other one's bent low. The rim
I'm about to say,
nine
dead
five.
spots all on the floor. You might just be hooping on concrete. That might be all that you
Birds
have,
be in the gym pooping all over the court. I had a teammate, a
bro.
bird pooped on him
Just
in the game.
it's bad, bro. And I've seen some bad gyms,
Oh my
bro.
goodness, bro. In the game
Like,
while shooting the free
and
throw.
I don't know if you noticed it, but everywhere I've been, I mean, it's been some good, courts, like some good floors I played on, but none of them are the same as they are in the States. So you
No,
gotta get used to that as
no.
well. None of them are nowhere near, even like middle school gyms, they're not
Right.
even on that level. You know what I mean? And it's like crazy, bro. It's like so many things you gotta adapt to. But yeah,
Man, they don't
I
understand
say
that.
6 out of 7 continents hooping on this earth. That's pretty dope.
They don't understand that your hands. I didn't have guys. Geo. Geo told me, he was like, bro, I can't feel my hands. In some places you playing, they don't got heat in the gym. They don't got heat for practice.
Hmm.
And it's like literally
Hmm.
when you shoot, it's like I don't know, it's like they put that slick on the ball and you really can't shoot.
Can't shoot, bro.
But they
Gotta go to the
expect you
cover
to shoot
song.
like I can't shoot, bro. Like I can't feel the ball. Like I'm shooting.
Mm.
That's different. And you better
It's
hoop
different,
or you're
bro.
gonna get cut.
And other thing crazy about it, like the locals are used to it.
There,
They ain't complaining.
it's nothing. We're used to playing in 25-degree Fahrenheit. What is that in Celsius? I don't even know, but like, come on, bro. I can't feel my hands.
Yes, bro.
I can't feel
I've
my
definitely been
hands.
there. I said, what type of environment am I in? That's why I wasn't really tripping when they did release me. I was like, all right, cool. That's I'm out. I'm out. It's mutual, man. I
And
definitely try my best out there for sure. Everywhere I go, I try my best.
all right, side note, right? It's a crazy situation because we ain't chopped it up in a while.
Mm.
So I didn't tell you about how my teammate just got cut, right? Or left or cut. He left
I
today.
seen something about it.
You seen something
Yeah,
about it?
yeah, on like one of your podcasts, or they happen real recently.
Like within the last couple of days, like 2 days.
Oh, go ahead. No, I haven't heard about that.
See,
Go ahead,
okay,
though.
so it's cool because me and him already have an episode that's gonna come out next week about how his
Yeah.
whole situation with leaving the team. But
Mm.
remember we was talking about those Atlanta guys?
Yeah. I
He
know
let
all
it
about
get
him,
the
my
best
brother.
of him. He let it get the best of him, bro. And he walked out of
Mm.
practice. He just walked out of practice. Literally threw me and him already talked about it. And I really told him like, bro, I'm really slick tight because you really left me out here by myself now. You know what I mean? I'm really
Mm.
out here by myself with no other guy from the crib. See, that's something
It's
you're
su-
gonna
it's
have to
su-
come
it sucks
across.
when it's like that too, bro. It sucks when it's like that, bro.
When you got
It
somebody
it,
from
it
the
really changes
crib,
up your whole mood, bro.
I don't even talk in practice no more. I'm like, I feel different. Like when you ain't got somebody you can just connect to, and that's what you gotta understand in this game too. Sometimes you really be out there by yourself. Like they be cool, your teammates cool, but they not from the crib. You don't feel me. And that's what they understand, like, bro. Just to have somebody you can just be like, bro, I feel you. I feel you. You be like, all right, I'm cool.
Yeah,
I'm cool.
seriously.
And he just let his emotions get the best of him in practice. I'm like, bro, it's not that deep, you know.
Yeah.
It's not that deep. The episode gonna be called Hothead because he just lost it and walked out of practice. And the coach was like, if you walk out, you're done. But he was saying it in
Mm.
Spanish, so you couldn't hear him. But it's like, bro, we're
Why was he so upset?
because the assistant coach didn't call a foul, and so he was like, man, you doing it because I'm black. You being racist. I was like, bro, no. You can't use that, man.
I'm about to say you can't do that one, man.
And it's not even true because I talk with him all the time. I would know if he was like, because I can speak Spanish. But I'm like, bro, he is not racist, bro. Like, and so what? We're getting ready for the playoffs
Mm.
on the road. It's going to be worse than this. Lost it. Walked out of practice. Was trying to fight the big man. Was trying to fight the coach. Just held up practice for like 15 minutes. And I'm like, and that's what I'm saying about my coach. My coach is like a top tier coach. He don't say a word. The whole time, don't say a word. He just watches. Hey, go have a seat. Let's keep playing. Just take a breather. He walks out of practice. I'm like, I know he just didn't walk out of practice. In the middle of a playoff practice, you walk out.
Mm. I'm about to say you gotta finish it out to the end, bro. I can see this mid-season or early season. Come on, bro. This ain't the time, man. Just dug it out. Finish strong, man.
No, he instantly regretted. Instantly.
Yeah, I'm about to say. I
Cause
was. All right, go ahead.
because he knew like the situation that we was in. We finally got in a good situation. Like we got the new coach. The coach is like, you would love to play for him. He's probably one of the best coaches I've ever played for. And I've only been with him for like 3 weeks, and I could tell like this is the guy. Smart, one of them old head coaches, smart, active, just top tier, broad next level without the craziness. So
Raw next level. Wow.
top tier, Rashad, and I don't speak that on no coach.
I'm gonna enjoy your team, man. I'm gonna hop on with
When I say that, you know how hard it is to even give any kind of coach a compliment, and not a compliment, but like be like he's good coach. Overseas, but half the time most of the imports come in and be like, I'm really smarter than the coach, anyways, because I don't know what we doing because it's not what we've been taught, and it don't make sense to us. But him, top tier, like top tier. You just know, hey. You don't do this, you don't do that. Here, you need to shoot the ball more. We're running the game through you. I don't care. And then the clock coming to you. Oh yeah, he know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Top tier. So great situation. Walks out. I'm like, bro, you can't disrespect a man like that. He's still a man. He gotta stand by his standards. That's what makes him a good coach. He gonna stick to his standards. Yeah. Walked out of practice.
So he doing this on a new coach. That's even crazier.
Who giving him the ball. Had a conversation with him to practice before. It was like, you need to stop passing so much. You get into the basket and you passing. Hey man, lay it up. I'm looking at him like, what more can you ask for? The coach telling you don't pass, go score. You just walk away from that, and I'm like, you know what? It's got to be something internal. Why is it when we get what we want, we find a way to sabotage that? That's all I could think. Like, what is that? I don't know. But I say all that long story to get to this part. So that's not even the crazy part. And this is something that they're going to hear one day. Maybe not. Maybe they will. But you know me. I'm going to speak the truth. I got to let it know. I got to let it be known. Like, how the management handled the situation is exactly the situation that we talk about when it comes to overseas basketball. So He's been here half the month, so they owe him half a check. Tell me why they try to say we're fining you this whole half of a check or half a month, so you're not getting no money at all. You hear what I'm saying? Imagine that, a whole half of the month salary. Rashad, we're not giving you your salary this month, half of it. We're gonna say that's a fine.
Mm.
They fined him.
See
You
the
know, he basically was
contract,
in like,
they got him, man.
how are you finding me for what? Because
I
you're
don't know.
firing me, you get to fine me $2,000-3,000. That is
Yeah.
incredible. That's not even heard of. That doesn't even make sense. But
Mm.
that goes to show you, hey man, I run this. It's our team. Whenever we feel like we can do whatever we want with you, we're gonna do it. And then give you a bad ticket to go home and let you figure it out.
To give him a bad ticket?
Bro, his ticket was like he gotta go to the Capitol, and then he doesn't leave till like 4 in the morning, and then
Oh, one of them ones. Long layovers, and then you got connect here, connect there, connect all the dots, connect, and then you home.
and then
And
you
then we ain't gonna drop
see
y'all
they
at the
don't even
airport. We just
understand it.
gonna
They don't think that's real. Like they really give you bad flights. You be like, what
they
is
do that.
this?
Yeah, dead serious.
So he in that situation. He just left. I had fell asleep before I got to see him, but we talked about it in the next episode coming up. But yeah, bro, they fined that man half of his check. Half of his
Man,
check. That doesn't even make sense. I'm still blown away
that
by
hurts
that.
too, bro.
I'm st-
That hurts too, cause like this is a lesson for young hoopers that watch this. When you hooping overseas, man, you living out your dream. You're playing basketball, but this is your life. You're starting your career. You have to save money properly,
Boy,
and I hope that brother, is good with money, or I ain't trying to count his pockets or anything, but just saying like, it could be detrimental if he was hurting or really living from paycheck to paycheck, and then it took his last paycheck. You know what I'm saying? He didn't get
mm.
paid, and now he without a job. He back home.
And
Now you could go DoorDash and Uber Eats and get a job, but with the basketball lifestyle, I mean, in this situation, the season's close to the end, which is, like I said, crazy to me that he did that, because it's towards the end. Get your
I was
money
like,
before you
bro,
leave.
we almost there. We almost done.
I'm about to say we are right, almost in the off
We
season,
almost
bro.
there. Like that's why I asked, what is that? That's that. I feel really that's more something internal than that is. That's like
For
a
sure,
self
for sure,
sabotage.
bro.
Like more and more. You know what I
For
mean?
sure, bro.
Because
He like use that almost as an excuse to leave, like something going on internally, bro. Cause that don't make sense, bro.
I couldn't understand. And I was like, anyways, but yeah, that's exactly what
Mm.
happened with him. That I had to be like, we hadn't spoke about it yet, but
Mm.
that's what happens.
Well, you had a dramatic ass season, boy. You.
That's what I'm saying, bro. There's so much going on all the time. I can't believe it. That's why I'm like, it has
Mm.
been a roller coaster this whole season, just dealing with this
And
season.
I ain't gonna lie, same for me as well. But I'm not just as bold as you with your bold, clean shirt on. But eventually,
Come, I'm
as the
back
off
on my bold
season,
claims, man. I'm back on, man. We finna take it
yeah,
back
we got
up,
to plug
man.
in. We got Tap Athletics. We'll
Tap into
always
Tap
rocking
Athletics
this.
too,
Make sure y'all
man.
get some merch. But yeah, man, like wait till this off season, bro. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to say nothing detrimental to me, but we gonna, I'm gonna talk about really my highs and lows of the season too. Because like you
Mhm.
said, it was a dramatic season for you. It's been a dramatic season for me too, bro. Like I said, I came back off the strength of just really, my four core guys, three guards, and we all, had a good connection last year, so we wanted to continue that on. And like towards the end of the 2022 December, things ain't work out. My point guard, my superstar
Oh
point
yeah, he
guard
was
left.
out of there. He could hoop
My
too.
sharps, he can hoop, bro. And then he brought his homie from Kent State, my sharpshooter. He bounced, and then we just bringing in new guys after new guys after new guys after new guys, and just bro, some of them immature, Some feel like they just know everything. You can't talk to them. They sensitive. And like I said, bro, I can't really. I don't want to go into it deeply, but we gonna talk. We gonna talk, man, in the next couple months. Cause like we talked about, season just about done. We finished. We gonna make the playoffs. You know what I mean? And however long we go, like the playoffs finals is May 19th.
Right.
So that's right around the corner,
Nah,
really. So
y'all almost done. Like y'all close.
yeah, so I'm just focused on finishing strong. You know what I'm saying? Like it's been a tough season, but I'm proud of myself for still being the team leader scorer, the league's leader in field goal percentage. I want to say I'm leading my team in rebounds as well. I'm just trying to stay consistent because that's been my whole gimmick since day one. You know what I mean? That's the only reason I can step on the court because I can consistently give you a bucket. You know what I mean? So
Give you a
yeah,
bucket.
bro.
All right.
Yeah,
I'll lock that up
yeah.
just so you know too. Just so you
No,
know.
sir. No, sir,
Just so
my
you know,
brother.
bro. We gotta get
Are you
into
gonna be
the.
back home this summer?
Yeah, I got a crib that
We
I got in
definitely linking
Florida.
then.
Listen, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, my brother. This gonna be an epic summer, man. Cause I gotta renew my passport.
So you gotta come
I'm
back
being
home.
an A. Gotta come back home. Being an A. I gotta see you. You gotta come to A. I gotta come to Florida. I ain't been to Florida in a minute. I might have to make a Florida trip.
Yeah, you can
The
come to
Florida
Florida.
trip be. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I ain't really visited nobody in Florida except my grandma on my father's side, and then you and Gio. And every time I've been to Florida, it's been a wild experience. And you know what's funny? From time to time, when I have a little sip, a little drink, you know, it's like how a little small memory just pop up in your head. It's just one time I can't remember where we was at. I think I was still at Savannah State, and I can't remember the reason why we. It might have been spring break or something, but I went with Gio to go hoop
Oh yeah,
in
to go
a
hoop.
basketball tournament, and we hoop. It was a good experience, but like it was just one night. He got I want to say a big family, but he got a nice sized family, and they were just doing a little get together, a little. You know how you used to have a German club at Savannah State?
Yeah, yeah.
They had like a place you could rent out. It was lit, bro. It
Was
was
that called
a
a
lot of people
German
showed up.
club? I thought it was called something else.
It was Italian club and German club.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Shout out to
Yeah.
SSU, boy.
Savannah State, the old SSU
The
is crazy even
old
saying that.
SSU, man.
But yeah, I went down to Florida with Gio. There's the people, they were just vibing, chilling. And then I'll never forget, bro. I don't know what liquor it was, but they mixed it with like some coconut juice and some pineapple juice. They said, boy, this about to be the best drink of your life. I took it, it's late night, bro. I'm in Florida. I'm just going with the vibe. Gio taking care of me like a good vet. Take the first sip. I'm like, oh, like it was good. I was like, damn, this is the best drink of my life. And it was just smooth, and I'll never forget, man. I just finished that cup super fast. And then the crazy thing about it, they just had drink on top of drink on top of drink on top of drink. And sure enough, bro, I'm young. I'm probably like, I don't know, 21 or something like that. Bro, I'm on like drink 12 just
12.
all the all the little Florida music, jig, lit,
Hey,
go.
hey, hey,
I'm
hey,
doing all that.
hey.
I'm
Don't
doing
get me
all
started
that, bro.
jigging in here. Not
They
that
play
Florida
all the
jig.
little Florida little classics, bro. I was a Florida boy that day, boy. That was a fun night, bro. Shout out to Gio, man.
Shout out to
We had
Gio,
to talk
man.
about it. I was sliding in Florida, man. I was drunk as hell. But yeah.
Hey, man. Yeah, shout out to Gio. You don't get too many homeboys that's like a real vet that look out for y'all, look out for you. And Gio, since we met him, since we was in college together, all the way to the
Mm,
pros, Gio always been a real vet. So Gio, if you catch this episode, shout out to you.
100%.
Another note, man, I want to talk about. I'm glad that I got someone I can relate to on this. And I say that
Mm,
because I'm starting to see like more content creators, or they probably been out there, but like overseas guys that are content creators, and just talk about that process of being a content creator and like a pro hooper. Because it's like, for me, if I don't wake up in the right amount of time, I always got like this little window to try to post. before I got to get into
Mm,
practice. You know, like
mm-hmm.
I got to get this
Yep.
one off before
Yep.
practice. So I'm like packing
Yep.
my stuff,
Yep.
and I got one phone in this hand, another phone in this
Yep.
hand, trying to
Yep.
post. And I'm like, I know
Yep.
my basketball players, my hoopers who are content creators can relate to this. I know they be
Bro,
like,
my phone is always in my hand
oh,
because,
appreciate it. So when I be calling you, you just be ignoring me too. I like how you treat me, bro.
hey,
It's all
you
good.
just
I
exposed me to
understand.
the whole world. But, I say that just because I just have so many thoughts going off at the same time all the time. And yes, hey, I might miss some texts, I might miss some calls. I love y'all, but I'm trying to get brand, this brand right here on my chest. I'm trying to get off the ground because, man, like you said, bro, being a content creator is not easy, bro. You have to be consistent. And, you know, I'll
Man,
just be real with you, bro. I'm grinding. I'm hustling. I'm trying to get out the mud. Whatever type of terminology you're using, because, bro, you cannot just post once a week and be like, oh, I'm gonna go viral. I'm
once
gonna
a
get to my
week,
goal
shoot.
as a content creator. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't understand the sacrifice and
Oh,
how hard it is to come up with content after content and edit it. Like even talking right now, bro. Like after this,
oh,
me and
the
you both
editing
gotta edit this.
process after this. I'm thinking
This
about
video gonna probably gonna be like an hour long. You know
right.
what I mean? Like, but who has the will to do that? Not many people. So that's why I salute you, and that's why I'm on this podcast with you, because now it's fun now. Because like you said, I got a
I
partner
got a
in
partner.
crime doing it, and you understand the grind. It's grueling.
It is
It's tough,
grueling.
bro.
It is
And
grueling.
like I'm also thankful that I got a teammate who's also doing this social media ground. Shout out to RB, but he's my teammate and he's growing rapidly on TikTok, and I'm proud of him and happy for him because he's doing good. He's doing more so like vlogs and stuff,
Uh-huh.
and he's just showing like the day in the life of an overseas athlete.
Okay.
And yeah, when he first got here, I think he told me he had like 8K followers on TikTok, and now he up to like 18K.
Oh yeah,
So he
so
ain't grown
10,
like
10, ten
since
x or 10,000. Shoot, heck yeah.
yeah.
We know once
So
you should start growing your followers, and
hmm
it's like, man, you really be like, man, thank y'all, bro, because I've been really putting
hmm
in some work. Like I've been putting
hmm
in some work. I ain't like no mistake, accidental viral. Like I've been grinding, trying to
and the
get my
crazy thing
message
is,
across.
once you do get followers, it's like, oh snap. I got people that really believe in my content. I got really people who like my content. I got people who disagree with my content. I got an audience. So now the followers are building, and you're like, you know what? Maybe this plan I had in my head for my social media can actually take off and
Mm-hmm.
come into fruition and actually come into existence. So it's like it's this social media grind is kind of fun for me because it reminds me of basketball, bro. Like I couldn't do left hand layups at one point when I was a young hooper. You know what I mean? But guess what? I was like, if I want to go to the NBA, they always talk about Michael Jordan can do a left hand layup, Allen Iverson can do a left hand layup, Kobe Bryant can do a left hand layup. They all in the NBA. So guess what? I got to practice, and I struggled. I hated doing left hand layup. It felt so weird, so awkward. And then guess what? I was able to do it. And the same thing with the social media grind. It's kind of like the editing process. Boring, tedious. I didn't know when to put the time in on certain videos. Like I didn't know how to time up anything the right way.
Intro,
But then
you don't know
all that stuff,
if I want
bro.
my music
But
to be here is
after every missed layup, I get better and closer to making left hand layups at will. So yeah, bro, it's a fun grind to me. I ain't gonna lie, but it is challenging though.
no, it is. And when I be talking to some people, like anytime I hear somebody say they do anything with digital marketing, I get to asking questions immediately. Like, look at my page and tell me what you think and this and that, because we're in this world and it's like we're dealing with, we get on the phone and talk for an hour about the algorithm on all these platforms and hey man, this is dead. Don't do this. You need to go here. Like we really
Yeah,
be strategizing the social
yeah,
media. You got to, and you really
yeah.
appreciate other people's content because everybody kind of got their own spin. You can really tell who putting in work. Like you can really tell
Mm-hmm.
who really grinding on and trying to because it's like that consistency. You gotta be
Mm-hmm.
every day, every day. It's like, oh man,
You can tell who put in that work because the consistency and the quality will get better and better. You know what I mean?
you feel like you feel how like for me, I start getting like so much content ideas. I just be like, oh man, I want to do this. Like my brain all the time is all like, oh, I'm gonna make
That's
this.
why I say, bro.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that's why
make
I say
this.
my brain is always firing, bro.
Always, man. That to me is. I'm glad I got somebody that's going through the same thing because boy, this grind. Like you said,
Mm-hmm.
bro. It's more than one job. We hooping and we trying to become more. So you're doing two jobs, really three sometimes. I made a video. I made an intro video. It took me 5 hours to make a 1 minute video because I was trying to make it right, make it put the
Mm-hmm.
words in. This music is not like this. What picture? What? How can I? 5 hours for 2 likes.
And the crazy thing about it, it be like you be having to get over your like your own little insecurities. Like some
Oh my
people want to do
god.
this, Arnold. Some people want to actually do the social media grind. But like I said, they be wanting to like it. Sometimes not even a technical ass point, like editing or saying the right words on the video, like the properly. It just be like overcoming your fears. Like some people are scared to show their face on camera.
Bro, you know
You know
people
what I
so
mean?
scared of the camera the minute they turn it
They
on.
scared. They terrified of the camera, bro.
Hey,
And to be
that's
honest, it's crazy that I'm doing this because growing up, I used to be terrified of public speaking. Like when the teacher called on you, like, Rashad, it's time for you to come up in front of class and speak and read this. Boy, I used to be sweating. Voice be like, bro, like, and it's just crazy because I don't know. It's to me, bro. Like that's why I'm proud of myself because I get to points where I just don't care about people's opinions or perception no more. You know what I
right.
mean? And every time I get to that point, I just go to another level. So
Mm.
like right now, we got two people on the line, and even earlier, I don't know if you saw it, but we had a troll like leaving comments about me and you.
What?
I don't care. I don't care, bro. It don't mean nothing to me. It don't affect me, bro. I'm such at a good space now, bro. Like I could get on camera. I will say though that I ain't perfect. One of my insecurities with this social media thing was doing voiceovers, which I've just started doing.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Because I felt like I don't know. I'm from Atlanta. I got like a real chill voice, and I be thinking when I be seeing like social media content, I always hear somebody, "Hi, I'm Johnny from California. I want to sell you some coffee. Are you awake today? Well, you will be after you try this coffee." Like them type of
Stop
people.
doing
I can't even
abs.
sound like
Stop doing abs if you want to get your body like this. Like,
it.
oh my god, I see so much
and
ads, man, of the same
and
thing.
I ain't like trying to make fun of nobody the way they talk, but I don't talk like that. So in my head, I'm in my head saying people ain't gonna respond to me because on mass videos and ads, they usually have a person speaking like that. But the way social media has shifted, people just want to hear real.
Right,
They don't
right,
care what you
right,
sound like. And then not only that, I'm in my head.
right,
People don't care.
right.
Like I probably sound fine to other people, but in my head, I sound like a cyclops or something. You know what I mean? But to them, they be like, "Bro, you tripping? You overthinking it." You know what I mean? So a lot of this social media grind, just being free and being not worrying about what other people think.
There's a good book. It's called. You read The Art of War. This book's called The War of Art. If you
I
ain't,
heard of that.
you
Yeah.
gotta listen to that one, or you gotta read that one. It's on YouTube. I can send you the link. But it's called A War of Art, and it's just talking about the internal battle of being an artist, which is getting on camera, creating content. Like it's an art to that, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and the thoughts that's in your head that's trying to keep you from doing that. And the fight is
Mm-hmm.
between that. It's like it's not procrastination. It's another word they use, but it's like
Mm,
basically fighting procrastination at all times to
mm.
get like the things done.
Kind
Like,
of like internal warfare almost,
yeah,
like
bro,
you against you.
that's all it is at all times. You seen that post that I made like yesterday or whatever? It's like the internal battle within that you fight every single day. Like that's the biggest fight of your life. Every single day you
Hmm.
fighting against that person inside.
Hmm.
And it's like,
It's a true statement when people say is you versus you, nobody else.
cause just like you
Nobody
said,
can stop you except for yourself. You are your biggest enemy.
just like you said, like why am I not wanting to do a voiceover? Like, you know what I mean? Like I know for 100% fact people would love to hear your voice and like how you sound over it, but we be caught up so much in thinking like, man, it's because we forced to work on social media and we hear so many other people that we think, well, mine's is not like his and he got the following.
Exactly.
It kind of messes with you.
Hmm.
It's like a double-edged sword with this social media
And you know
stuff,
the crazy
man.
thing about that, me being like having little fears, speaking on audio. The Since I've been doing it, I've been implementing it lately, just overcome my fear. Thanks to my teammate, because like I said, he does vlogs and he talks over his content. I've started doing it recently, and my views are going up.
Hmm.
My followers are going up. Like I've been getting better reception to pretty much. I've been doing the same videos, but now I just put a voice over it, and
Hmm.
now it's doing even better than it was in the past. So, you know, it's crazy. X60 the kid, what up, my G?
Bro came in
Had to shout
showing
him out,
love.
bro.
Yeah,
I
I
was about to
said,
say I had to show
he
him love.
came in
He's a big
showing
one supporter,
love, big
man.
time. He rock with that.
Yeah,
But yeah, man, it's
yeah.
content creation, but it's on. I'm loving the process overall. Like at first, because some people ask me, it's crazy because when I went on the TV interview, like me just by me doing what I'm doing, they talking about it on the little TV station. Like, yeah, you got a podcast, this, that, and the third. And that's
People
like,
be watching, bro.
people be watching. People be watching. I ran into somebody and said, yeah, I watched your whole episode before. I was like, for real? But they don't like it. They don't comment. So you would think that's such an important thing. Such an important thing to remember because it be some people random you don't even expect, and then you be like,
Hmm.
"Yeah, I heard your podcast before." I was like, "You?"
Hmm.
She was
Hmm.
like, "They be like, yeah, I heard the whole episode." I be like, "For real?"
Hmm.
So y'all watching is what you telling me? Y'all watching? So go.
Hmm.
You gotta stay going hard. Keep believing in
Hmm.
what you're doing because they
Guys, like we
watching.
said, consistency and keep leveling up. If you can do those two things, you gonna have no choice but to be successful. Be consistent. Keep leveling up. Of course, in human nature, I'm not gonna say it's for everybody, but they want you to suffer. They don't want to see you shine. You know what I mean? They want to see you do good, but not
Not
better than
too
them.
good.
Not better than them. Hey, I see you doing good. Hold on now. Hold on. Hey. Come back down here. Like
You look
they,
like you're
it's kind
doing
of that's it.
something over there. I need you to calm it down, boy. Where you think you're going? You see Deuce
That's
over here
exactly
looking
that.
like he trying to do some things. Hmm.
Who he think he is? Like, you know what I mean? But like that's what I mean. Once that happens, though, once you do start to level up and people start to see it, they'll throw slick comments. Boy, I always loved you since day one, man. Hey, man, remember we were bros back in '08, bro. Don't forget about it now. Like, but you ain't been liking and sharing my content. You know what I mean?
Hey,
So
isn't that
it's
a
like,
voiceover? Why you ain't been liking my stuff? Why you ain't been sharing, dude? Why you ain't been sharing?
but but then it's like once you get to that stage, you gotta just really like cancel it out. Don't even give him no attention. Like it's kind of like a plant. Don't even water that plant. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
that's a
you
weed.
don't
That's
want
not a
to.
plant. That's a
I was
weed.
about to say once you get to a certain point, especially you start leveling up, being successful, you cannot worry about opinions. Opinions do not matter. It's all about what you're doing, your goals, your plan. You got to execute. Don't worry about what these other people think. It don't matter.
Yeah, because I got like a couple of my teammates. They asked me like, "Hey, is you making money with your podcast?" Because everybody goes straight to like, "Bro, how much you making off that? What you doing?" It's like
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the stage where I just want to build it correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you believe like I believe in this 100%, like everybody knows me, like I'm a podcaster. This is what I do. Like I'm here
Mm,
every day, showing up in your face. Like, oh, you like you said, bro. You see somebody consistent every single day, you know, hey, he putting in some work. You know what I mean?
mm.
And that's exactly what. Dang, I ain't gonna lie, I lost my train of thought. I'll keep it
No, it's
100.
all good. You just saying like, the whole grind of just getting to the top, you're gonna get there eventually.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I
Like
mean? You gon'
I really put the work in on this. I really put the work in on
yeah.
this, and that's what I was saying. Like as far as making money from it, I said, bro, I'm just trying to build
Mm,
this right. I just want this to grow and be right because this is not just a. I do this for a year or so and it's done. Like this is just. I'm forever having this. I'm building this and growing this and seeing how far I can take this into some kind of media company or something one day, and just expand it.
mm,
Because I ain't gonna lie to you, when I was sitting on that stage in the TV station, I'm like, this it right here.
mm.
This is where I'm supposed to be. You know, the set. I'm looking at
Yep.
all the lights, the 4, 5 cameras, and I'm like, I see
Yep.
this. I see
Yep.
this stage. Like I'm already here. I'm already here.
That's
So if
crazy.
it
Just that thought in your mind of you being a social media uh content creator, of course, along with basketball, it helped out. But you had that thought that you didn't probably think, I'm gonna be on a news set or on a local news somewhere. But because of your idea of
right.
being big time on social media, it got you there, and
Mm-hmm.
that's only the beginning. That's small time. That's just like the very, very footsteps, baby footsteps. You know what I mean? Like you ain't even took off stride yet. So
That's why I was
yeah,
like,
bro.
you look like you was comfortable. I was, bro. I'm like, this is my stage. I
Mm.
that's why I'm up there chilling. Like, yeah, ask me some questions. I got all day for you. Let's chop it up. Who would you like to talk about? I felt good up there, bro. I really felt good. So it ain't
Yeah.
always about it ain't always about like how can I instantly get instant gratification from something. Everybody's mindset
Mm.
on instant gratification. That
Mm.
delayed gratification gonna last, man. That's where I'm at. I'm just enjoying the process of building, switching things up, upgrading, getting a
Facts.
new camera. Like you say, you got a new light, you shining. You feel good because I'm like, it's something different. It's like it's something different, but it's
We
something better
leveling
now.
up, Arnold. That's a whole key to the game. Consistency and leveling up. And, you know, before we get out of here, what's one more thing you can say, like, been just a highlight of your career or one of the best moments of your pro basketball career?
One of the best moments I would say would be my last championship. That one really touched me heavy because I was able to win on Father's Day. You know,
Mm,
I was able to win the championship, the final game to win the finals on Father's Day because my dad died
mm,
the year before, and it was
mm,
crazy because right before 2020 COVID year, I had just told him, I was like, look, whenever I make it to the finals again, I'm going to fly you out because I
mm.
want you have to experience this. Like, I'm literally
Right.
doing the best. Like, I'm at the highest level I could be right now, and you're not here with me to watch this. So that was always my plan. Or that was always what I
Mm,
wanted. And that's why I feel like we go so hard and we grind so hard is because
mm,
my dad didn't get that chance to see me hoop in the finals. I've been to 7 finals. He never got to see me in one because I wasn't taking,
mm.
you know what I'm saying? Like if you want something to happen for you, you can't waste time and not trying to go get it because
Right.
if I was managing my money correct or doing what I'm supposed to be doing, I could have been flew him out to one of those situations, but I was not there at that time.
Mm,
So
mm.
experiences I want now, like with my daughter, I want her at my finals. If I'm gonna be, I want her in other countries with me so she can experience that. But I know it's all dependent on how hard I grind and how hard I
Right.
work. So just being
Right.
able to win that championship on Father's Day that year, just put in perspective of what he meant to me and what I want going forward. Because
Mm,
that was a gift to be able to win it on Father's Day. Because who else am I thinking about but my dad? And I'm winning. It's like the best things in my life all happening in one day. I'm really
right.
emotional and this and that. And so that's why that one gonna stick with me. But it also puts that fire up under me, saying like, in my greatest moments of my like level of what I'm doing, because we're trying to win championship. For us in our career, championship is the top. That's when we feel like we
100%.
accomplished, we made it. We
That's
woke
what
up.
you play for.
This is what we play for all the time. And then who else you want with you when you're at your highest moment? Your peoples. You want your peoples there with you. Your son. You want him there with you. I want my daughter next to me watching me. This is me at my best, doing what I do at the highest level possible. To witness, you know what I'm saying? Just to witness a person in that. That's why people love Jordan, because you get to see what he do at the highest level. That's the most expression, like you're expressing yourself to the fullest. I want my daughter to see that. I want her to see that, so she could be like, I see what my dad did, and then I'm gonna challenge you to be
better. That's why I go so hard now. Exactly. You gotta lay the footprints for your children and be a trailblazer for your children, so they can do the same, and just you change the whole family legacy. You know what I mean? Like, and that's why when it really comes down to it, bro, we really changing the course of our
100%.
legacy. You know what I mean? We trying to bring wealth to our family and just have them prosper for generation after generation. So I think that's a beautiful thing.
Look, one thing I thought, like I said, I thought earlier about the whole Kenzie situation, and then you brought him up, and I had that thought. I had another thought in my head. So if that one came true, you know this one coming true. It's coming true as well. And I see me and you hugging on the yacht, talking about all these times.
Yeah, boy. You know what's so crazy, Arnold? Like I said, bro, you was on that local news show because you had the power of thought that brought you there.
Right.
And I've been telling people for years, this not just nothing recent, bro. You can ask people. I've been saying it like towards the end of 2021. But I was like, my moment where I just like, you know how the pursuit of happiness moment, he run down the stairs.
Like, yes.
I want to have it. I want to be on a yacht.
Yep.
Somewhere off the southern coast of Africa, one of them countries in Africa. I want to be near the motherland. I want to have you, Martinez, the whole Grammy and T, and all my people with me. My lady, my kids can't come because it's gonna get kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie. But
like you bring them to leave them at the hotel with somebody. You gotta keep them close. Right?
It's gonna be a glorious, extravagant, magnificent event, and it's gonna be just all the culmination of all the hard work, all the adversity, all the people that passed away along the way. It's just gonna be like a salute and a toast. And I'm telling you, I've been saying I'm gonna have a yacht party. I'm gonna have a yacht party, and it's just gonna be the biggest and the most best thing anybody could ever remember. And I'm like, yes, man, I made it. I did it. All them thoughts, I did it. I did it. I did it. And I see it so vividly in my head. Oh, it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen, bro. It's gonna happen. I tell you, I see it. I see it. I see it as well, bro. I see it as well.
Yes, bro. Yeah.
Hey, man, great episode.
Man. I guess that's a good episode, my boy, man. Before we leave, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Tap Athletics. We almost have 50K subscribers.
Dang, that's what's up. That's crazy. Once you broke like that mark, it's like your joint just kept going and going. Man, we ain't even gonna get into all that. You're gonna have to call me after. We ain't even gonna get into all that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to call you and talk about it. It's been going crazy. But yeah, follow me on YouTube. Subscribe to me on YouTube, Tap Athletics. Follow me on TikTok, Tap Athletics 22. And for everybody that's,
Hold up, before you say that, sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead.
You think TikTok is dead? You see what's going on?
What are you talking about in the U.S.?
Yeah, like they thinking about banning TikTok.
I heard a couple of days ago it was real strong. They was like leaning towards their side, but now here it is, it's dying down.
Sorry, continue.
I got hear more news, but I think we're gonna be okay. But I'm gonna tell you one thing. If they shut down TikTok, I'm gonna be highly pissed. I'm gonna be highly pissed.
We're gonna talk. We ain't gonna get into it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. But yeah. YouTube, Tap Athletics, TikTok, Tap Athletics 22. Make sure y'all follow me.
Make sure y'all follow me and Arnold's Thoughts on all platforms. Keep it simple for y'all. Every single platform: YouTube, Spotify, TikTok, Facebook. Facebook been going crazy for me. So y'all check me out on Facebook. Arnold's Thoughts, man. Obviously basketball every day. Appreciate y'all chiming in with us, man. Deuce. I'll holler at you, bro.
Yeah, I'm about to say, appreciate y'all, man. That was episode 21 of the Tap Show Live Podcast. Shout out to my brother 3-4, Arnold's Thoughts. Make sure y'all go follow him and subscribe and show some love, man.
All right, bro. We out.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe on our YouTube, Spotify, Apple, and wherever you listen to your podcast. I greatly appreciate it.